Monday, October 13, 2025. Guess where I'm at? At the dacha. Yeah, so I had an early class this morning and I finished and I figured, you know what? I'm going to go to the dacha. But it's a cold one today. Let's go take a look and see what the thermometer says. Plus 2 degrees Celsius. So, plus 2 degrees Celsius, and that means I got to keep moving. Otherwise, if I stop, it's gonna cool me down and then I'm gonna start shivering. So I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do. I got a lot of things on my mind. I don't know. What am I gonna do? I have to figure something out. I can't just come here and do nothing. You know, I gotta feel productive. So I don't know. I have to take a minute, maybe just kind of look around and try to inspire myself on what would be the first job to do. I don't know. I'll figure something out. Well, that didn't take long. I think I know what I'm going to do. I need to bring some firewood into the new house that we acquired. There's a wood stove in there, right there. Check that out. Yeah. How come I can't get it? There. There's the chimney. So, yeah, I'm going to bring some wood in so that if we want to warm up in there, there's wood readily available. Otherwise, they're going to be scrounging around and just a pain. Anyways, let's start bringing firewood into the new house that we bought. This is where I'm going to be taking the wood from. So you can see it's already starting to lean over and it's going to fall. And I figured I might as well take right from here because I dug this ditch yesterday. And, you know, getting around it, you got to kind of bounce over. So I figured kill two birds with one stone, make it a little bit wider to walk by, and I could take this wood and put it into the new house. All right, let's go to work. But first things first, I got to deal with these 2x6s right here. So these were part of the old greenhouse that was right over there, and this was the base. And I didn't want to turn it into firewood because it's still pretty strong. All it needs to be is cut down into 2x4s. So I decided to save these pieces. But anyways, they're in the way right now, so I got to deal with them. I got to figure out where I could put them so that I can cut them later. And then this will be exposed right here, and then I can start hauling this wood away. So I took the 2x6s off the firewood pile and just put them up over here against the house. And hopefully if I have time before it snows, I'll be able to cut them into 2x4s. Like especially this one right here, you could see it's partially rotted, but the other half, the side is pretty good. All right, so that is there. Like they say, namestya in its place. And now I can start taking this firewood away. Here is one wheelbarrow load of firewood, and it's all in its place. So as I was bringing the firewood into the house here, I looked over and I found more firewood. Awesome. Right over here, tucked into the corner, there's all this firewood. So yeah, it's kind of long. I'm gonna have to run it through Mad Max, and I'll see if I can clean this up and bring it into the house. All right, let's go to work. Some of this wood is in pretty rough shape, lots of nails in it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to be really careful when I'm going to be cutting it with Mad Max there. Make sure that I don't hit any nails. And like they say, everything will go into this wood stove. So yeah, there it is. Taking all this garbage wood, and over here also there's lots of garbage, but might as well burn it. Why let it sit here and rot? It's pretty bad shape. Plus, it'll clear up this place a bit. All right, let's go get Mad Max ready so that we can start cutting this. Well, all that bad wood has been turned into firewood. Check this out. I got about half a load. So this will give probably about 4 or 5 hours of heat. So there it is, all done. So this wood is really bad quality, but I gotta burn it. So Here it is, another wheelbarrow load. It's, yeah, really, really bad wood. But like I say, I'll just burn it and I'll be able to get some heat out of it. But definitely with it sitting here another year or two, it's just going to turn into mush. It's all just going to be rotten. So I might as well burn it in the wood stove. All right, back to work. I'm all done with the firewood for today, so here's a good start. So I brought in all this bad garbage wood and I mixed it in with my good dry wood. And of course I got the branches here, and that should be a good start. And this right here. So I don't know how long I'm going to be staying in this house, but if needed, there's enough wood. All right, all done. Now let's go find something else to do. Okay, I found another little project to do. Let's turn the camera around. I'll show you. I figured that while the ground is still soft, I can actually straighten this little patch out right here and expand the lawn to make it look much nicer, so there'll be lawn right over here for next year. All right, let's go to work and let's straighten it out.
Малооблачно. Ветер западный, порывами до 9 метров в секунду. Ближайшей ночью -2.
So there it is. While I was working, I had brought the radio over, and the weather forecast says that it's going to be getting to below 0. So in the evening, it's going to be -2 degrees Celsius. So yeah, the ground here is still pretty soft, but soon it's going to start freezing up. That's why I want to get this all done and have it nice straightened out. All right, back to work and let's listen to the radio. Halfway there. So this area right here is already flattened out, and this raised bed, gratka, an old one, has to be leveled off. So before it could be leveled off, I had to cut the grass, rake it, so now I could see exactly what I'm working with. And Victoria told me, don't pull out the flowers. She wants to transplant them. So I got to work around her flowers. And I should get this done pretty quick. And then it's going to look really cool. Let's check it out here. So the lawn will be expanded. So it's going to come in and all along there. It's going to look really, really good. All right, back to work. Before I can level this off, I'm skimming off all the weeds like this. And then I'm going to have just the dirt left over. And then I'll be able to take this dirt and break it up and put it into the low voids down over there. And of course, I'm going to make sure that I don't grab the flowers. But yeah, that's what you got to do to get a job done nicely without any weeds. You take the shovel and you just skim off the top and expose all this good dirt that's below, and then I can start leveling it off. And of course, there's always a treasure to be found. So this was part of the raised bed, and there's some lumber. Well, there you go. Firewood in the ground. So yeah, I'm going to take it out, dry it out, cut it, and burn it. Yeah, so yeah, there's always something to be found in the ground. Well, who knew that there would be firewood? Okay, back to work. And of course, wherever there's wood, there's always rebar. So got more metal coming out of the ground here. Oh well. All right, let's see what else we're gonna find here. Who knows, there might be something over here on this side. We'll see. It's to be expected. If you're digging out a raised bed, and of course, yeah, you get the lumber, you get the rebar, and you get these pins. Now, this one here, I hope I can get it out quickly. They get sucked in, and it's just a pain of pulling them out. You gotta dig, dig, dig to get them out. Okay, everything is all leveled. Well, not leveled. Everything is skimmed off. So all the weeds are right there. So before I start leveling, I got to pull this pin out. All this digging for just this piece. And it was probably the last 5 centimeters, but the last 2 inches that was just stuck in there. It was like concrete. But got it out. Now I got to fill the hole in and start leveling everything off. Okay, I am done with this little lawn section that I was making. Let's turn the camera around, show you what it looks like. All done to the way I want it to look, and of course, kept the 2 flowers, worked around them, and Victoria will transplant them, and then I can just fix those 2 little sections. And this is all the surprises that were found. So there was even an extra board, this one right here. So a 2x6, a 2x4, 2 rebars, 1 long one there. And now when I put it there as a marker for that flower. And of course, this little short one that was right over here, I had to dig a hole like a mole. And of course, all the extra wood. So there it is. But it's all done now, and the lawn can expand a little bit further. The extra dirt that I had, I took it over here because I don't know what to do with it just yet. So I figured I'd put it over here. This area right here is going to be cleaned up. And if I need the extra dirt, well, here it is. So, gotta think ahead. And that's why I put the dirt here. So, looking from this angle, it looks pretty good. I think I'm done now. Now it's time to clean up. I gotta put the rakes away, and I gotta put the wheelbarrow away. Lock everything up, and go home and just relax for the rest of the day. Actually, the rest of the day, it's already, the sun has gone down. There it is, just over the mountain. So it's going to start getting dark quickly here. So that's that. All right. If you like this video, leave a comment. Smash the like button. If you're not a subscriber, it's free. You can subscribe. Help grow my channel. And until the next video, like I always say, paka paka.